All right, you guys, I'm trying something new again. We're going live, IG and Facebook at the same time. So I'm going to be looking like I'm cross-eyed the whole time because I don't know where to look. So that's going to be so fantastic. But just trying to figure out the whole, all the things. So whatever, let's just do this. I'm not going to debate today, but I might piss some people off. So this should be fun because that's not usually my role. But let's give it a shot. So good morning, sunshine. Whit and John say good morning, sunshine. Say good morning. Hi, guys. As you jump on wherever you're watching, say hashtag GMS, which stands for Good Morning Sunshine, or just write the words Good Morning Sunshine. I always encourage people to interact when they're watching. I do this Monday through Friday at 8 a.m., usually on Facebook. Like I said, I'm just trying something new. Good morning, sunshine. And I love to interact with you guys. So comment Good Morning Sunshine. And then we always start this off by first sharing something we're grateful for. What I'm discussing here on a regular basis is going from here to there in our life, making forward progress in attitude, achievement, success, happiness, joy, all of those different things. All right, so we talk about going from here to there, and we do two different things in the morning before we talk about our subject. Number one, we talk about our gratitude. What are you grateful for this morning? And I'm encouraging you to actually share below. I'm grateful for all the positive people in my life. Oh my gosh, Joni, we are so grateful for you. Thank you so much for that. I am grateful for simple breakfast. Like sometimes you guys, you just gotta like get on a live video and grab a yogurt so that your son doesn't scream. I'm also grateful for these yogurts. Do you guys do these, the Dan and Lighten Fits? They're 80 calories and 12 grams of protein, which is, by the way, over the 10% protein ratio. So like killing the game, doing so well. So grateful for that. Wednesday. I'm sorry I missed yesterday, you guys. I was at Reiki. It was amazing. But it's Wednesday. So we talk about our visualization on some level. How is your visualization going on a regular basis? Are you actually visualizing? Are you focusing on what you're stepping into and what you want to occur in your life? Please share if you have any hints, tips, tricks on visualization or creating that sort of situation for yourself. Okay, let's pick some people off. So I work with this company called Right Fit, many of you guys know, where we help people find better physical and mental health so that they can enjoy life at a higher level, right? So what Right Fit does is it connects people to different programs like which is all about your mindset and your personal development and stepping into your positive person. And then Project Me is a program where we help people develop a program that will help them actually lose weight and get the physical results, okay? So that's a little background of kind of like what I do. And once a month, we do this call for our Right Fit people where we talk about a subject of the month. And our group a couple days ago was talking about how, let's talk about getting sick because that's a big deal right now. Right? A lot of people we're heading into winter. All of a sudden there's different mask mandates and things are shutting down in different places depending on where you live. And it's a big conversation of how to stay healthy. So we did this call last night and I'm like, dude, I gotta tell the rest of the people about this call. And so if you guys were on the call last night, you guys can give them a spoiler alert. You can share some of the things that you learned. But what I want to do is I think that more people than just those that were on last night should and deserve to hear what they're not talking about, right? Now, first of all, I'm not a big news junkie. In fact, I don't ever watch the news. The only place I find my news is from my family who shares things with me and the different conversations that I'm having on other spaces. So I'm not one who's enveloped in the conversations about like all the debatable conversations. So if you're coming in for a debate, not your girl. Right? I'm not going to debate whether you should wear a mask or not wear a mask. I'm not going to debate whether you should leave your house or not leave your house, go on vacation, not go on vacation, send your kids to school, not like whatever, right? Do what feels right for you, right? But I feel like here's the health coach in me that gets like, this is where I get a little bit fired up, you guys. I feel like the world has swung so far to talk about our like these minuscule different ways where we can it's like reactive health in a proactive way, right? We're reacting to different situations to see how we can show up a little bit more healthy despite what's going on. But do you know what I don't hear anybody talking about? And tell me if you guys see this all over, but I don't hear this. I don't hear people talking about what they're doing to become a healthier person, to avoid getting sick, or to have less ramifications when you are sick with anything, right? All the different things, whether it's a flu or a cold or a virus or this nasty throat thing that's going around or COVID, whatever it is. What are you doing to actually take care of your body, of your health, that's either harming it or helping it? And instead we're like, wear a mask or don't wear a mask. Okay, awesome. But are you this is gonna be a little bit different than the other conversation because I'm not gonna be as soft with this. Are you going through a drive-through or eating processed foods on a regular basis? Does your weekly routine include some sort of drive-through? Because if it is, and you're like super strong on all of these different like mandates and like policies or whatever you want to say, and you're still damaging your body that way, you might want to think about how you're proactively harming your body. Because here's the fact. Oh, he put waffle in my water. That is you're so sweet, buddy. You want a drink of it now? Yay. When you're eating those highly processed foods on a regular basis, did you know that you're increasing the inflammation in your digestive system, which is going to make you more susceptible to all illnesses, all of them, right? So here we are. We have people who are, in a certain way taking certain proactive actions, yet they're still driving through the drive-thrus all the time. If there's so many other mandates, why don't we just go ahead and talk about the number of, the easy access to unhealthy foods that are literally harming our bodies? Why don't we talk about that for a minute, right? Let's talk about sugar for a second. Our intake of sugar, this is the Fit Coach coming out. Our intake of sugar, your intake of sugar, right, is affecting your immune system. If you want to stay healthy, are you proactively taking care of your body, not just washing your hands, right? And, oh, look, I didn't even know I had comments over here. Hey, guys, what's up? Sorry about that. I'm just, I'm not paying very good attention. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's fine. This is what you do when your kid eats like that. Cleaned up. That's all good now. Thank you, Mama. So sugar, okay? High items with high sugars. Let's just take the Starbucks, which if you guys know that I work at Starbucks, I hang out there. I get my whatever, like sugar-free or coffee or whatever things I get. Okay, sugar. When you intake 75 grams of sugar, is it grams or milligrams? Grams, right? Whatever, you guys know the answer to that. I don't. When you take in that much sugar, all right, your immune system is going to be weakened for approximately 5 hours. So once again, you're doing all of these other things to proactively take care of yourself, and people are standing up for different things that they want to have happen, yet they're walking around with fast food in one hand and a Frappuccino in the other, and their immune systems are completely damaged, right? I mean, this is one of those subjects that I know is going to piss some people off. Are you actually doing the things that you need to be doing to avoid getting sick, to strengthen your immune system and to help your immune system ward off the different things that come in? Because we are exposed. Everybody's exposed on some level to germs. That is the way of the world. But what are you doing to proactively take care of that? So I'm going to give you guys a couple tips about that, because here's the thing. Do all the others, have your own beliefs, but I don't walk around on a podium or telling people what to do or debating different things. You want to have you're going to have that mushy waffle? Yum. If you're not willing to start to take a stance for your health in some different ways, all right? Super simple tips here, outside of what everybody is talking about, all right? Number 1, don't smoke. Smoking damages your immune system. It actually damages your availability to receive those different things. So having no smoking, a smoke-free lifestyle is going to prevent you from getting as sick or getting sick, right? Number 2, sleep at night. 7 to 9 hours, that's your window. If you're not sleeping at night, your immune system is suppressed. Okay, so sleep at night. Number 3, limit your stress. Okay, so y'all are y'all, this is me too, right? Everybody's out there walking around and they're so freaking stressed out about the world right now, right? They're stressed out about all of the different things. And they're not thinking about how the fact that their stress that they're taking on, carrying on, wondering should they, would they, could they, how should they show up, who should wear what mandates are where, and the stress is driving their immune systems into the ground. Yeah, you probably want to hide out, right? Because the stress is it's just like beating up your immune system. So stress less, sleep the appropriate amounts. Stop smoking and alcohol are both going to affect your immune system. Reduce your intake or stop your intake of those different items. Do you want more smushy waffle? That's going to be so yummy. That's so good. Do you guys make your kids protein waffles? Because you should. It's a good idea. Okay, here's a couple things you can proactively do. Are you exercising? When you exercise regularly, you're going to be showing your immune system how to ward off and fight off things. Regular exercise is going to help you to get sick less and have those illnesses not affect you as bad. So again, we're so reactive. We're doing the easy things like wash your hands, what's mandated where, but are you actually exercising? Are you taking care of your body? The next thing is, how's your nutrition? Like in general, all the rest of your nutrition. Are you getting in your micronutrients? Do you even take a multivitamin, bro? Because if you don't take a multivitamin, I'm telling you what, you're not getting all of the micronutrients out of your foods that you need to unless you live on some coast in Italy surrounded by natural foods where you're eating your own crops that are full of all of their rich nutrients and you're living that relaxed lifestyle. We don't do that. We're busy, crazy, stressed out moms, dads, friends. We've got a lot of stuff going on and we're grabbing and going. And even if we're conscious about it, right? Even if you're trying to grab the right things, most things are so the way that they're grown and harvested and provided to us, the actual nutrition in them are so limited. There's a stat, and I don't know exactly, it's like in order to get all the micronutrients that your body needs to sustain a healthy body and immune system, you would need to be consuming over 3,000 calories, but your body probably only needs 2,000. So then you've got vitamins in, but you're adding weight. That's also not healthy, right? So are you taking vitamins? Are you taking in the proper supplements that you need? And of course, this is my world, right? So I know about these different things, but are you taking in the supplements that are going to help you? Are you getting a sufficient amount of vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin E? Are you getting a sufficient amount of echinacea and zinc and elderberry? Where do you even find elderberry to eat, right? So are you doing these things proactively? And this really, are you eating vegetables? Are you eating healthy fruits? Right? Are you limiting your sugar and processed food consumption? Those are the things they're not talking about. All right, so sorry, I know, a little bit fired up today on this subject. Those are the things they're not talking about. In order for you guys to really be, all of us, to be as healthy as we can possibly be, don't stand up on a pedestal or a podium or start debating people about what they should or should not do. I don't think that you should. If you're not going to even do the basic steps to taking care of yourselves. So if you don't remember those words, go back and watch, right? Watch about your sleep, your stress, your nutrition, your processed foods, your sugars, all of those different pieces, and see how you can actually be taking care of your being instead of reacting to everything that's going on. Give yourself a fighting chance. And I'm not saying that doesn't mean you're not going to get sick and you're not going to run across germs and you're not going to contract something. That's the world, right? But give yourself a fighting chance. Do what you can for the one body you were given to be healthy. Okay, I know this wasn't light and funny and fluffy like it usually is, but sometimes we just need to hear that. At the end of every Good Morning Sunshine, which is a reminder, we do Good Morning Sunshine on a regular basis, right? So that we can progress from here to there in our lives. Today, we happen to be talking about our proactive health and taking care of our space. We always end with a commitment. So if you're committed to taking at least one step to proactive health, maybe that's sleep, maybe that's decreasing stress, it's meditation, it's yoga, whatever. If you're committed to that, then say, I'm committed. That's all I have, you guys. Thank you for watching. Wit and John say Good Morning Sunshines. Yogurt face, yogurt face. You guys, light and love from my home to yours. Thank you so much for watching, and we will talk to you, I don't know, tomorrow. All right, bye, loves. And I don't think I know how to not go live on here. So just bear with me for a second. I'm sending somebody a message. Ooh, that's nice. How do I stop my video? Oh my gosh, you guys. This is gonna be the best part of this whole video. I'm live. I push a button. Here I am. Somebody help me out. Do I just push the X button?